Now then, what next? The next thing I'm gonna do is actually just install, like I have my favorite video editor, everything. All I need now is my game, Firelight 84 on Steam. For that, I'm gonna go with ChatGPT here. I'm gonna tell him something that I'm using Fedora 42 and I wish to install and play my favorite game, Firelight 84 at the best possible FPS. Blah blah blah. Ha ha ha. And now he's gonna tell me all the steps I need to do that. So first step, installing Steam. Let's do it. Well, let me just, place things properly at the respective proper workspaces. Now everything looks good. Now open terminal, install Steam. Yes. Installation of Steam begins in I don't know how much, like 3, 2, 1, boom. It's gonna take approximately 2 minutes. Now till then, let me just take a look at the other steps as well. Now, according to him, I'm gonna need Proton GE for better compatibility and stuff. So, and then I'm gonna have to install my NVIDIA drivers, which I already have. For AMD, Mesa should already be optimized. Yes, yes, yes. Game Scoop can help boost performance on some games. And then we have performance tweaks, which I'm gonna use in Steam. And then game mode. Let's install game mode as well. Now, option null use Proton GE. Okay, so let me ask him. I want to use Proton GE, blah, blah, blah. There we go. And the other steps I needed. Nice. Now, you see, I don't like, switching everything from one place to another. So I'm gonna ask him to give me proper terminal steps. Like, I want to everything in terminal. Give these steps. And there we go. Just like that. Now I'm gonna have to wait a little more while it installs Steam. Okay. And first I'm gonna have to install Proton to start it somewhere else, like another tab. Well, I'm wondering, what is this game mode and games? Tell me about game mode and games. I wonder what it is. So what is it? A lightweight daemon library by blah blah blah. Okay, so what it does? It turns my CPU governor to performance, adjusts my input-output priorities, optionally changes GPU performance levels, disables screensaver. Now, GameScoop is a Wayland microcompositor originally made for Steam Deck. It improves performance, resolution scaling, VSync. Okay, this is actually good. Controls FPS caps, everything else. Okay, so this is something I'm gonna like, yeah, most of it looks okay. Now let's take a look at our Steam. Is it installed? At final step and the installation begins. Well, I'm gonna go and install these game mode games. Oops. First, it's installing this Steam. Now let's go on with game mode and game scope. Yes. And then I'm gonna have to test game mode. Test failed. Is that? Well, I don't care because the game mode are not that great. Now the thing I need is to install Proton GE. So let me ask. I want to install Proton GE. There it begins. Okay, I'm already there. Now I'm gonna have to copy the link to the latest start G set, then wget to download. Okay, so here we are, and this is the stuff. What I need is the name, which is GE Proton 9-27. Now I'm gonna copy this, paste it here, and it was 927. Enter. And I made a mistake again. Looks like GE Proton 9-27. It is okay, 97. Enter. Again, a problem. What's going on? Maybe I'm just gonna download it right from the browser and then configure it later. And it's gonna take like 10 minutes. Wow. Well, till then, let's just set up our Steam. There we go. And Steam's gonna take some time to update its own application. I really hate updates sometimes. Like, yeah, I always wait patiently, restlessly for GNU 48, GNU 9, or Ubuntu's, or a new version of a Linux distribution. But these small sort of updates, I'm not a fan of. And why isn't it being able to load? Like Steam is not being able to. Why is that? So I'm gonna need to use it properly. Now let's try Steam, and it actually finally starts. And now it's gonna download an update of 500 MB. Wow. Wow, man. Why am I not surprised? So I'm gonna, well, let both of them continue. Really. Well, let me just pause the video. And now I successfully installed Steam with, Proton GE. Let's take a look. There we go. I've logged in already. Let's go to settings, compatibility. Now I have to choose Proton GE here, which I cannot seem to find. Really? Let's just try to see it again. I believed I did all the necessary stuff. Well then, I believe I know what to do. I'm gonna have to use a command which is used to, restart Steam, which is steam and now it's gonna restart the Steam from 0. Okay then, so let's see. Steam is ready. Where it is? Oh, there it is. Go to settings, compatibility. I need to see Proton GE here. Steam is already running. Control C. Now let's start it again. There we go. Now go Steam, settings, compatible. And I still can't seem to find Proton GE here. Well, let's try it again. It's working. DNF key. So I installed this and then just first turn it off. So according to this, Steam is constantly running. So first I'm gonna have to close it. Proper processes, Steam, end process, and shutting down Steam at last. Now let's try it again. Maybe I should have gone with sudo, but let's just leave that. Then confirm that you have a folder like this. Okay, no such directory exists. Wow. Okay, maybe I should have gone with sudo, and then maybe I should have gone with sudo here as well. It's gonna do everything again. Done. And yet again, all of this is not working. Let's try. Yes, there is Proton GE. Okay, then check inside that folder. Let's go on. Yes, everything exists there. Now I need to, launch Steam. Now for that, I don't need to just, do it from the terminal. Let's just do it from here. Steam. It should be starting any second now. Come on, where are you? Yep, there it is. It takes some time to load, basically to log in because of my internet. Now let's hope Proton G is there. Compatibility and Proton G is still not here. Well, let me just tell him. There's a hotfix. The heck is he searching? Yeah, so everything is working. Okay, I need to verify the folder structure. Let's try that again. Is a directory. So ls. Yep, everything looks pretty okay. Proton user settings and everything. Proton users. Yes, there is. Then why the heck is it not working? Well, let's just leave that, okay? Well, let me just ask. How is hotfix as compared to G? So Proton hotfix is the official Valve provided quick fix for specific broken game. So this is directly from, well, Steam Deck Valve, but Proton GE is the best. Okay. Oh man, how can reinstall? Let's try it again. Yep, first I'm gonna have to. It cannot, as I thought. It needs sudo. Done. Then reinstalling and everything. Now I'm gonna have. Let's just do everything with sudo. Done. Now this. And yeah, I'm gonna do it with sudo as well. Working, and it'll be done as well. Get started. Now kill all Steam. Done. And then let's start Steam again. There it begins. Well, if this doesn't work as well, then I'll have to use Proton UpQT. Alright, so it takes time to log in. Okay, now let's go to settings again, compatibility, and nothing, nada. Wow, man, still nothing. Wow. Alright then, let's go with Proton UpQT. So I'm gonna have to use Flatpak for that. Okay. But still, I'm gonna go with terminal, not the GNOME soft. Paste, enter. Yes, installing. And after that, I'll have to install Proton GE. It's done. Okay, so I shall be seeing it anytime now. There it is. Here it is. Now I'm gonna go to add versions, GE 97, install, and then what? It will download and do everything for me. Alright, so yeah, there is something downloading. Well, while it is downloading, I'm gonna go to Steam and start the download of my favorite game. Because the desktop is really nice, beautiful, and I have a really nice video editor. Now all that is left is my game. Really man, one thing. Steam actually takes a lot of time to start. Well, it's obviously because of the security and stuff, especially during the login in. So I'm gonna go to library, Firelight 84, and install. Create a desktop shortcut, install. Yes, I accept. And now I'm gonna leave this for the whole night till it actually installs the whole game, and I'll have the ability to sleep a little. Now, besides that, let me just use megabytes per second instead of megabit. Go to downloads. There we go. Now it is better. Now both of the downloads are working simultaneously. hence it's gonna take a lot of time. And there ends our, well, gaming setup of Fedora. Nothing else. Like, all you have to do is just install the latest driver on Fedora, which you can do easily from GNOME software. Just search for NVIDIA and you're gonna get all the tools you need for that. This is the NVIDIA graphics driver. Then this is the NVIDIA graphics driver control panel, which is this. It's gonna give you all the, well, what do we call them? Details and stuff which you need. And then this is the NVIDIA system monitor, which is gonna monitor everything going on with your GPU, starting from the usage to the power draw to everything. Yep. And talking about the other stuff, like for example, you're someone who doesn't have a dedicated GPU but still have an normal decent CPU which is capable of gaming with integrated GPU, then I prefer you to go with Auto CPU Freq. This is indeed a really nice application. All you have to do is just type sudo dnf install Auto CPU Freq. Well, it is already installed, so I don't need to do that. All I have to do is just, well, what can I say? Watch it live. Okay, it has to be sudo. Now, Auto CPU Freq, manages my whole CPU and the power usage and almost everything on this laptop related to CPU and power draw, power usage and temperature, everything from fan speed to everything like battery. And it also manages my graphics driver as well. The integrated graphics, to be particular, it automatically changes CPU frequency and everything depending on the usage and tries to maintain the temperature. So I don't need to rely on, well, GNOME power modes, and that is why I've already replaced them with Auto CPU Freq Proton hotfix. Well, this is gonna take a long time to install, while Proton GE is also installing. So yep, I believe that's it for today's video. I hope you have enjoyed the video. Well, the video is not done. Like, the particular part of turning Fedora into a gaming machine is done, but this is a part of a very long video, which is me transforming from Arch Linux setup to Fedora. And really, man, dark circles. Oh, and I need to sleep as well. Well, then I'm gonna leave these two for the night. Hey, can I pause it? Yep, so that this thing can properly download everything. Maybe it's gonna take the same. So let everything get downloaded while I sleep. And yeah, if this is a small video, then I'm gonna meet you in the next video. And if this is a long video, then I'm gonna wake up and play the game in the same video, which you will see after a few seconds.